being broke is a mindset. Don't ever believe that the lack of funds is the reason why you're not being successful.
Why is it that we seek confidence? The reason that we're seeking this mythic quality is because what we really mean when we say that we want to be more confident is that I want that feeling, I want that mindset, I want to be the kind of person that no matter what happens, no matter what the outside world says to me, no matter what challenge I go through, no matter what the obstacle, the mountain it is that I need to climb.
When we look at these great fears, these are unresolved fears within us that we haven't addressed yet, that are amplifying our need to be someone that we don't really fully want to be. We think we want to be that, and we think society wants us to be that, but that's not the case.
The lack of belief is why you're not successful. Every single human being on this earth is a walking $1 million check. And our belief in ourselves, our grind, our true grit to wake up every single day and tell ourselves and tell the world that I will be something special is what separates you from everyone else.
I have something to guard against that. I have something to help me to stop the mountain that I'm supposed to climb being carried on my own back. And so when we talk about confidence, it's not confidence that you're looking for. It's assurance. Assurance that you're going to be okay. Assurance that you can do this. You need to say no to the voices outside and look inside so that you awaken the assurance within, so that you bend the energy within. I said this earlier in the course. If you want boundless confidence, if you want to move away from the kind of self-crippling self-doubt that's a crutch on your life, that's stopping you from being the kind of person you want to be, from feeling ultimately how you want to feel. It's not about anything external. It's not about anything legendary or mythical. It's just about tiny things on a consistent basis, being more competent at the things you want to do.
And so this is where the inner work comes in. This is where the inner observation, inner exploration, asking questions of ourselves. How did I behave today in that argument that I had with my wife? Could I have been better? Could I have done better? Could I have done differently? Well, what did that look like? Where did that really come from? Is it really about leaving a dish in the sink, or is there something else around that? We just don't reflect on our life experiences. We don't take the time, most of us do not take the time. Remember, there's 8 billion people in the world. Let's not talk about your concentric circle of influence and who is in your life or in my life. Like, yes, we mix with people that think and feel similarly to us, and also I think we're aware enough that we also mix with people that think contrarian to us, because that's what we know, that's what helps us expand, right? Most people are just stuck on a hamster wheel. Let's be real, right? Most people are stuck on a hamster wheel. And so they're not taking the time, or they don't have the ability either, because they're fighting to survive.
I learned that when I stopped being envious of people and stop judging people and stop being angry that I'm not on their level, is when I truly started to elevate in my career. I told myself I will never take a dollar bill from another person. I will never sell my dream and my gift to anyone for any dollar amount. Don't you ever do that. And every morning you wake up and you look in the mirror, I want you to look in that mirror and I want you to tell yourself that I am special, I am great, and I am phenomenal.
And from that, realizing that confidence is not an input, it's an output. Stop comparing how you see people on the outside with how you feel on the inside. So what you see externally with how you feel internally. Because there's no magic formula, there's no one route to success or the kind of vision that you see in your head. The problem with the world isn't that intelligent people don't exist, that change makers don't exist, but it's that intelligent change makers, people full of so much talent, are full of doubt, and people who are empty, hollow, shallow are full of all the confidence in the world. And that's why this is so important, that you have that self-assurance, that self-compassion to do the things that you want to do, to step outside your comfort zone.
We live in a world that is so fast-paced and so immediate and so quick fix and short-term gratification that we think, especially men, particularly men, or the masculine energetic, that if we're not doing, if we're not productive, if we're not achieving, and if we're not doing that at greater rates than our peers, we're failing. And if we're failing, we're less than, we're unworthy. And that triggers many unresolved childhood insecurities and big, big pain for us.
Leap into the challenges, the unknowns, and find your own trail so that others can follow. And if you're not where you want to be yet, if you're not in the space, the kind of individual that you want to be, just remember that Dr. Seuss, he wrote Cat in the Hat when he was 54. Mandela became president at the age of 76, and Vincent van Gogh, he was 37 and virtually unknown when he died, but his legacy, his footprint, it still exists today. So imagine the kind of self-assurance, the kind of confidence that he had to do things differently, to be creative. And just remember, if you're looking for boundless confidence, you don't need to look outside. You need to look in the mirror and look within.
We'll force success because we think that if we don't have what we believe to be success, we are unworthy. People will leave us, people will reject us, we will be humiliated, we will be abandoned. And when we look at these great fears, these are unresolved fears within us that we haven't addressed yet, that are amplifying our need to be someone that we don't really fully want to be. We think we want to be that, and we think society wants us to be that, but that's not the case.
And nobody will stop me from reaching my goal. While they sleep, I must work. While they party, I must grind. While they procrastinate, I must go after my future with a relentless effort. We gotta make this decision in our lives today, kings and queens, that we will not be ordinary. We will be great. We will be kings. We will be royal forever. We're going to forget about the generational lack. We're going to forget about the people who left us. And we're going to focus on the people who loves us. We're going to focus on the people who believe in us. Because you have greatness inside of you. You have an everlasting potential. And as long as you have a heartbeat, as long as you have air in your lungs, you have an opportunity to change this world, change your life, and live your dream today. Let's become legendary. Let's not focus on who don't see anything in us. Let's focus on everything that does. Because that's what life is about. Remember, you are not broke. You are filthy rich. You were born